The box is so heavy. Oh, there it is. Ah! That is so funny. And here's Karen from Karen Bretchick. We were in it together. That was the first time that we met. It's a new year and we are inside the dress up closet. And today is really going to just be all about the closet. I've done some reorganizing for the year. Also, it has fully transitioned into all of my winter clothes, accessories, all of that. And I just even want to chat about different inspirations. I'm looking back at some of my old inspirations and even some of the history of BJONESSTYLE since I've been doing this, I think, for 18 years. I really want to start putting some things on the wall. So something I want to start hanging on the wall are memories and maybe just different aspects of my journey within BJONESSTYLE and dressing up and all of it. So we're going to dive into the dress up closet today. This is actually a play that I was in, which actually I think that'd be really fun on my wall in my closet. I do love the theater. First, I want to go back in time a little bit and just chat about my closet and even kind of the journey leading into this closet. If you've been with me for a long time, you've seen that I've had different types of closets. This house we've been in for about 12 years now, and originally I just had one of those old kind of on the wall closets. And then the dream was always to make and add on to the house to make an amazing closet. And of course, I was definitely very inspired by Carrie Bradshaw's closet. I loved the idea of the long, not skinny, but kind of like that long, narrow closet with everything surrounding me. And then it feels like this space that I can really play dress up in. And that is really what this has become. There's so much fun and magic that happens here in this space for me. And I love sharing it with you all. So today I thought it would be fun to just chat through different areas of my closet and even how I think about categorizing and organizing my closet. We'll chat about things that I am currently loving wearing, what I'm inspired by, really just what 2025 is going to look like inside the dress up closet. And of course, I had so much fun with this renovation. You can go back to my first video where I share just the overall renovation process and then where I put everything in the closet. But I have been in the closet for a year now, or a little over a year actually. So I feel like it's become a little more seasoned, more of the magic has been dashed all around the space. And I definitely feel like I've really found my groove here in the closet. So it's been a lot of fun. This is Style It. This was a book I created, which is like my daily fashion planner. Every season you'd create like a little mood board. So this was my mood board at the time, which in some way my tastes have not changed. And then you would write out your plans for the day. So the idea was just write down your ideas and like things that you needed to do that day. So this was so much fun to create. I loved doing that. Memory lane. When it comes to organizing my closet, I like to think in categories and even within styling categories. So I shifted things around a little bit since I first shared my closet, but I used to have pants here and then maybe outerwear, but I realized pants is almost my last decision, and I wanted to have the pieces that are my layering pieces, the things that get me really excited, because there's almost like the core and then there's all the frosting on top. So this is more of my, I would call it like my party layers, my more interesting layers, the personality pieces, as I like to call them. And they are categorized even within this a little bit by styling. So the very tweedy Chanel, then we've got more of the kind of 80s craziness. We've got the clown moments, all of that. And then I guess these are a little bit more of my classic blazer layers and actual outerwear. My big bulky outerwear, I mostly keep in a coat closet out in my house. So those pieces I have to go to eventually. And then here is my favorite section, which I call my personality and party pieces. This is where all the crazy fun, the feathers, all of my characters live right here with this. So I want to see this first right away before I get dressed. I just want to be inspired by all of my party pieces. Back here, I've got my pants, which are definitely very key for me. I love a pant. I'm not as much of a denim girl. I do love denim, but I end up going to a lot of like trouser pants, camo pants, 70s pants, all of that. So I've got my pants, and then down below are my blouses and shirts and just kind of the core. So I guess in a way, this is my core of my closet, like the core layers. And then this is the frosting and the fun and where all of the personality happens. And then over here, I have sets, suits, that kind of stuff. A few scarves are hung on hangers. I have all of my denim hanging, and then down below I have all of my skirts and a few of my collar accessories. So I like to have pieces that go on top of everything else, and so this whole little section back here are just add-ons to the base. A key element to my closet was to have lots of accessory drawers available to me. So I have all of these accessories. I've got ties, I've got all my brooches, I've got all my jewelry in here, sunglasses, but all of the craziness that goes on top are in all of these accessory drawers, and I have a lot of them. I have belts back here and more belts back here. I've got more of my floral brooches. So I like to just have all of those options available to me when I'm playing dress up. And then, you know, I love a hat. So I have lots of hats. I have a whole section here of hats. I have up high, I have more of the wide brim hats. And then I even down here have a drawer that has more of the ball caps, the berets, that kind of hat. I have some tights, scarves I keep available to me as well. And then you'll notice, depending on the season, I'll keep things out here that I want to remember when I'm styling outfits. So right now we're in winter, so I want to have all of the fur. I want to have the belts available to me, even maybe some hats or things. I was thinking about this, you know, for New Year's Eve. So that one was out from New Year's Eve. So I like to keep that available and just sparking my interest when I'm getting dressed. And then I've got some of my main bags up here on these shelves. And honestly, I've cleaned out a lot of my bags. I've realized I do have a lot of bags, but I don't have a lot of bags. I'm not a full bag girl. I kind of end up having one or two that I go to a lot, and then I'll switch it up and go to the next. But I don't really have designer bags or anything crazy like that. And the bags are just little fun additions to all of my outfits. And then I have my shoe rack. And again, I have a lot of shoes, but I'm not a collector of like crazy amazing designer shoes. I have a few. If anything, they're secondhand. Like my Miu Miu shoes that I love are from Crossroads, that kind of stuff. But I don't really have like a ton of designer shoes. But I have a fun collection, and it's all available to me. Some of these do get switched out based on the season because I don't have a huge shoe rack, you know, that goes like all around the room or something like that. So I switch out some of the very wintry shoes eventually and put in some more of the spring summer shoes when the season changes. I think this is the feature of my son's nursery that they did. Oh yeah, here it is. This was like a little home feature. Oh my gosh. I need to show him this. He would die. I still have this jumpsuit. When it comes to my absolute favorite pieces in my closet, it's really hard because I do love so many of them, but there's definitely pieces that I just feel like I will have forever. They also often have a story to them, and then every time I wear them, they just feel so incredible and so magical. So the very first item is definitely this Guatemalan jacket. I found this at an antique store in San Diego, and it was definitely a little bit of an investment, but very worth it. I just feel like it's absolutely so special, and every single time I wear it, I feel the specialness of it. It also was really fun when Bodhi did the collaboration for the Met Gala with the Karl Lagerfeld as the inspiration. She ended up using a very similar jacket as inspiration in a yellow color, but that was really fun to see that I actually had a piece like that in my closet, and I just absolutely love it, and I've worn it in so many different ways, and I'm excited to continue to wear it. And definitely one of the best thrift finds of my life, and one of my absolute favorite pieces in my closet, is my Norma Kamali suit, and it just is everything that I love. It's pinstripe, it's navy, it's a suit. I love a suiting moment, but it's a very feminine but sharp and severe suit, which I love. It's just very structured and incredible, and I love Norma Kamali, and I think this piece inspired me to start collecting more Norma Kamali. I actually found this at a Savers, and it was one of those thrift finds where you're just kind of looking around like, did anyone see what I just found? And it fit like a glove, and it was just one of those perfect moments. And so this will stay with me for the rest of my life, and I absolutely just love it and feel incredible every single time I wear it. And this yellow tutu is so special to me. I found this at Pickwick Vintage, and I got it from Fern Mercantile. It was one of those end of the day last minute finds, and I was like, I have to have this. I love a tutu, definitely very inspired by Carrie Bradshaw, but everything about this also feels really unique and fun. I feel like most tutus are a little bit shorter. This being a more long midi length tutu, the fact that it's a butter yellow, it just is incredible. It has so much structure to it. Even when you set it down, it could just stay up. I love when I put it on, I actually like slip out of it and it'll just like sit upright in my closet, and it feels really fun and really cool to see. And I've had so much fun styling this since I've had it, and it really just inspires so many creations when I put it on. And then a more simple piece, but so statement and has just everything that I love in it, is this vintage corset that has all of these fun colors in it. This design here, which I think is called Rick Rack. I think that's right. And then just the little plaid detail, the fact that it's very colorful. It feels like a carnival in a corset, which I'm just wondering if someone DIY'd it after they bought this vintage corset, because it's pure perfection in my book. And especially when I kind of dive into my inspirations of clown dressing and very circus and, you know, mystical and magical and whimsical, this feels like the piece that I want to put on. And I just love it so much. And I found it at, I'll put the name of the vintage store right here in Austin, Texas, when I was there to shoot and create for the collaboration that I did with Underclub, the little underwear set that I did. So that also feels really special that I found it on that trip in such an incredible little vintage shop. While we're here, I will talk about this little ruffle number, which is one of my crop creations that are where I take a vintage dress and then I chop it off and just wear the top, because often those 80s and 90s cocktail dresses have all of these amazing things going on. This just had a black simple little dress to it. I wear this so much, and it just is the perfect piece. I love wearing it as more of a crop in the spring, but I love in the fall and winter to use it more as a layer. This just has so much drama to it. So if I put a jacket over it or a vest or something, it just creates all of that drama around the neck. I've been loving anything inspired by clown dressing, and so it creates that. But it just also feels really dreamy, and I love it with a black and white moment, or really just anything. So this is a very special piece to me and a very versatile styling piece. And over in skirts, I have this lace skirt that is vintage Betsy Johnson, which you have to see the tag on this. And that tag, if you look it up in the Fashion Guild, I think fashionguild.org, you can look up tags. I think it's a 1970s Betsy Johnson piece. And what I love about it is that it has this V corset waist, and then this green feels so unique and such a color that I absolutely love. I love the tiers of the lace, and then even at the bottom there's piping that creates a little bit more structure and flounce to the twirl of the skirt. And it's so much fun. I love layering it under things. I also love in the summer this as just like with a little pair of bloomers or something like that. So, and again, this color green just sends it over the edge. I have to highlight a few accessories, because to me, I feel like accessories are where the added always play dress up comes in. I love a great outfit, but it is the accessories that just are the cherry on top and really make the huge difference in the outfit, and I have started collecting some incredible accessories. And if anything, that is the thing I will often spend money on. I will go to a vintage store or a flea market or Pickwick, and I'll end up purchasing an accessory that's a little bit more pricey, but to me, it's because one, it's so versatile, it gets used so many different ways, and it really is the difference maker, I think, in the outfit. And so I'm going to share a few of my absolute favorites. First one I have to highlight is this gorgeous, dreamy little ruffle collar that is from Golden Threads Vintage. And I was at the show, and I just was like, this has to come home with me. This can be worn in so many different ways. And it just creates that extra drama. It's like that white blouse, but it's just an add-on piece, which I love. And I love that it has long ties and can be tied into a bow. So to me, this is an absolute incredible, perfect accessory. And I have to highlight a few hats. I talk about every season I end up having a personality hat that becomes my seasonal go-to, and I end up putting it on with so many different things, no matter what the outfit is. And definitely this little black pillbox hat became that for me this summer, I think, spring, summer, and it is absolutely perfect. I was so inspired by Altazara's runway show, and they did these very structured hats, and also Alaya's show as well. And I've been wearing this one for the last few years, and this has been a go-to personality hat of mine as well. But the fact that I wanted another option, and the black is great because I can wear it kind of in so many different ways. And then now I also have the printed version with my leopard pillbox hat, which again, so good. Actually, it would have been really cute with this outfit. And when it comes to my spring summer hats, this sailor hat was my go-to for the last few years. Still absolutely love this one. I love adding a little sailor hat to a lot of different outfits. And the fact that it's not an actual, you know, traditional sailor hat, the fact that it's a little more dressed up and done in this straw with even this velvet piece around it, it elevates it and feels a little more kind of upscale in a way. And this was also another find from Savers, which I love this one as well. So it's like I can do the sailor hat or I can do this white one, and it kind of fills that moment of the black pillbox or the leopard, but this feels more spring summer. And of course, ever since Carrie Bradshaw came into my life in the 90s, I've loved a floral pin. And I think one of my absolute favorites is this one from Vivarame, which I will link her down below. She has an Etsy shop, and she makes these very exaggerated large flowers. And I just think it's literally the cherry on top. It is red, it's a pop of fun on the outfit, and pin it to the blazer, the sweater, whatever it is, it always makes it really incredible. And when it comes to shoes, I think this is my tried and true go-to always. I actually need to get them repaired because they are falling apart. These are cow print, Dalmatian print, whatever you want to call them, little Mary Janes. They're from Classics NTA, which is a Nordstrom brand. I think Prada also did shoes probably during the 90s like this as well. So keep your eye out for those. But anytime you look up a cow print, there are some fun options out there on the internet. So get your hands on shoes like this. And this is my one bought brand new as just a little kind of hurrah for myself. These pair of Gucci horsebit shoes, square toe. This is when Alessandro Michele was designing with Gucci, and to me, everything that they did during those years with him is something that I absolutely love. I'm still inspired by it today. I look back at old runway images, and so it's like I got a little piece of that magic that he created there with Gucci. Also, the insides have gold in them, and I just feel fabulous when I put them on, and they feel very me, very timeless, and I will keep those forever. And then speaking of Gucci, this is a vintage little Gucci clutch, which I had mentioned I don't have a lot of designer bags, but this is the one designer bag that I have that was gifted to me actually by a follower a long, long time ago. So thank you so much if you're still watching. Honestly, just such a piece of this iconic brand. And I love the classic Gucci logo and even the strap on it. And as we're talking about it, I am remembering, oh my goodness, one of my absolute go-to favorite, another little birthday present for myself is my Gucci belt bag, which to me is just so much fun. I love a belt bag. I just feel like being a hands-free person when you're at the flea market, thrift store, styling, whatever it is, I love a belt bag. And so to have this Gucci belt bag is so much fun. And, you know, Sarah Jessica Parker wore with Carrie Bradshaw some really fabulous outfits in her Gucci belt bag. How times have changed 6 years ago. Oh, Beth Jones, who blogs at BJONESSTYLE, would tell people, I had a blog, and they'd go, what's a blog? I'd be embarrassed. Oh my gosh, so funny. So what's going on in my closet now with thinking about just current finds, current inspirations? First of all, my most recent purchase that I'm very excited about is this horse ribbon that I absolutely love. I found this at a vintage store, and I actually saw it on a mannequin and asked the guy if it was for sale. He said it wasn't, it was for display, and I said, can I buy it please? And he let me buy it. So I love this. It's from Atlanta, Georgia in 1956. And I just feel like a prize horse when I put this on. But I did mention that to me, accessories really are the game changers to the outfit. And so this is such a game changer. Again, this actually would have been so cute on this outfit. I love that it has this little hook right here, so I can put this on a blazer in the pocket square area, or I can pin this onto a sweater or whatever. But it is so magical and so much fun. It has so much whimsy to it. So, oh my gosh, this is like my first. So I was originally the Vintage Society, and this is a little photo shoot that I did with my sister-in-law actually to announce the Vintage Society. But then we did this little feature with Quicksilver. We called it the Traveling Shirt, and we sent a shirt around to all of these girls, and everybody styled it. This is I mean, if you want to go way back in time, this was the time of like Flickr, and it was called Wardrobe Remix, and people would share their outfits that way. And when it comes to what I've been wearing, honestly, I've been in very cozy dress down mode. I am just now kind of resurfacing from that hibernation that I go into in the holidays, and really I just wear sweats a lot and I don't get dressed a lot, and it's really wonderful, but then it's so much fun to come back. But I am in that mode where I feel like I have to find new inspiration, get re-inspired. So actually next week I'm going to focus on the idea of getting out of the style rut, but I have gotten dressed a little bit. And some of the ideas I've been having fun with, and I actually hung it up, is just taking the idea of the core of a recipe that I go to when I am in more of that cozy mode, which is a pair of, you know, oversized denim or a pair of trousers, and then doing a blazer, maybe a sweater underneath. But I like to think about magical things that I can add to it to add a little bit of me. So this is an example, like taking a fur stole and then wrapping it around the blazer to feel a little bit more me. And you can even see I have a little pin here, and that's something I've been doing, or adding just a pop of color and personality with a big brooch with that. And then even grabbing out, you know, other additions that add more print to the outfit. I like adding this little leopard piece, and then I would maybe even on a day, lately a cozy mode day, grab, these have been some of my absolute favorite denim. I am loving a Goldie right now. This is the low curve jean, which I need to steam, but it has a slouch to it, not a full barrel jean, but it has that feeling of a barrel jean. And then just wearing it with a blazer, and then I would do just a knit sweater underneath it. And then I would grab out more of like a personality shoe to go with the look to add, you know, some extra magic to it. So I really kind of have been in more of a cozy mode, and I'm now diving back into getting inspired for 2025 and coming out of my cocoon. So I will be sharing more of that. I love that I still have some magazine tears, like makeup direction, styling direction. I'm actually going to look through this and see if any of these would be cute on the mood board. So crazy. Love her. And something I did for myself to get reoriented for 2025 is to create a mood board for myself. And I didn't really want to do a mood board that was about a specific idea, like normally with a character or something like that. I really wanted to do a mood board that felt like a B. Jones style mood board about who I am, what do I want to bring into 2025 within B. Jones style. And so some of the core ideas were the idea, of course, of the dress up closet, of playing. I put some of the icons that always inspire me, but also them in situations that feel a little bit more behind the scenes and a little bit more within their creative process. So Vivienne Westwood dressing a model, Donna Karan at a runway show. And then of course I've got some Carrie Bradshaw on there in some of my absolute favorite outfits of hers to always just be there inspiring me. And then even just the idea of being 44 and really embracing aging and embracing the beauty in aging and having fun with that. The creative process of playing dress up and really just the idea of play. So taking clothes and thinking about different ways to wear them, playing with them, adding embellishments to them, you know, not just going strictly with what you see, but actually thinking, what could I add to this? What can I have more fun with it? And Party Girl is also on the board as well, because honestly, Parker Posey in that movie really sparked a whole new level for me. I feel like Sarah Jessica Parker as Carrie Bradshaw and honestly, Parker Posey in Party Girl were huge moments for me. And I really think I also embraced the idea of more of the personality hat from seeing that movie, the idea of like throwing on a crazy pillbox hat to an outfit, and it was just extra spark of fun for me. So that has been significant for me and continues to inspire me. Just the idea of the magazine. I am still such a print, like I want a collage, I want paper, I want to create, and I want that feeling to be within everything that I create here on BJONESSTYLE and really just in my process. I want it to feel like that creation and like tangible and getting in the nitty gritty. So that is all over the board as well. So this is my inspiration for 2025. This is my dress up closet, and I am hosting you every single week here inside the dress up closet. We're gonna have so much fun playing dress up this year. I've got some really fun, exciting ideas that are happening already on the calendar. They are coming soon. I will let you know more about them actually next month. So we are going to just get more into the creativity, more of the magic, and more of the fun. So thank you so much for joining me inside the dress up closet. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. You can subscribe to my channel. I have new videos every single Thursday at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I also have a Substack that you can subscribe to. It's called Inside the Dress Up Closet. It comes out every single Tuesday. That link is down below as well. You can join us over on Substack, get more inspiration. A lot of the images that I chat about are inspirations. They all show up there so that you can add them to your pin boards and all of those things. And finally, always play dress up. Bye!